Well, here in Texas, it's still power on, power off, power on, power off. It is becoming a nightmare. And we can thank ERCOT and PUI for their lack of preparedness for what was coming. But on the other hand, we can say we got pretty much caught with our pants down. This was unprecedented. But I say it's a little, you know, hint from God that we allowed what is in the office to be there in the office now. Plus, we are allowing the Paris Accord, this new climate Green Deal bullshit that is going to destroy our civilization completely, and that's the plan. So we have the usual psychopath here, the Green New Meal. Yeah, green, right? It all has to be green. Bill Gates says that USA must switch to 100% synthetic beef to fight global warming. Have you heard anything more stupid? I am so fed up with their religion. I know all about this global warming, and I know it's a hoax for a fact, because I know how the ecosystem works, especially when it comes to the ecological cycle regarding CO2 and what the plants are doing with it, producing oxygen. So by taking CO2 out of our climate will kill the plants and the trees, and it will in turn kill humanity. Isn't that smart? Because if you don't got CO2 enough, well, the crops will fail. You get my point? Starve people to death. And now this psychopath is also the largest landowner of America, meaning farmland. So he's pretty much in charge of our breadbasket. How about that? Putting a psychopath who is determined to kill off at least 95% of the human populace globally. You're putting him in charge of the breadbasket of the United States of America. What can possibly go wrong here, people? So that's why I'm saying God's giving us a little hint. He's freezing us to freaking pieces to show us there is no such thing as global warming. And because you don't want to defend your country against corruption on a level it's just been done on, I'm going to give you a little smack in the ass. So don't bitch about it. It's pretty much our own fault. All of us. Be responsible. So billionaire Bill Gates urged all Americans to residents in other rich countries Tuesday to switch to 100% synthetic beef to combat global warming and climate change in the next years ahead. Impossible and Beyond have a roadmap, a quality roadmap, and a cost roadmap that makes them totally competitive. Gates said, referencing popular plant-based meat corporations. As for scale today, they don't represent 1% of the meat in the world, but they are on their way, or they will be forced to be on their way. So now we got this another issue here. This is where brothers and sisters will turn each other in. The left wants society to collapse and destroy the United States of America and ultimately human civilization. They are puppets of the globalists who are pushing depopulation and global genocide. We need to fight against this insanity of the left who appears to be in charge of most of the institutions of society. They are insane and they will drive human race to collapse if we let them. This is what we have to defend ourselves against if we want to survive. Be prepared to reject that we may have a chance to survive together. Okay, I can put a link to this podcast. Then I'm wondering, Wokeism? What the hell is that? Okay, I'm looking it up, and this is not pretty. It's a term that originated in the United States referring to a perceived awareness of issues that concern social justice. You know, the social justice warriors, these flipping lunatics, and racial justice. Well, it was going pretty good in America until 2008, and everything went just south from there on purpose. They don't want us to come together so we can stand up against them, so they have to divide us. Divide and conquer principle. So it derived from the African American vernacular English expression "stay woke." Those grammatical aspects refers to continuing awareness of these issues. First used in 1940s, the term has resurfaced in recent years as a concept that symbolizes perceived awareness of social issues and movement. By late 2010, woke has been adopted as more generic slang associated with the left-wing politics, progressive or socially liberal causes such as anti-racism, LGBT rights, feminism, and environmentalism. Yeah, this new religion. Also has been subject to memes, ironic usage of criticism for its methods and consequences. It is widespread use since 2014, is a result of the Black Lives Matter movement. And we know Black Lives Matter is a Marxist communist movement. How about that? It's not about race. It's about ideology now. Forget all this race crap. It's about ideology. They want all of you to accept communism, or in their words, socialism. But as I said the other day, was it yesterday? It was the other day. I said there's only one difference between socialism and communism. Socialism is tyranny by vote, meaning you're going to the ballots. Communism is tyranny by the barrel of a gun. And an example, China. That's the only difference. The end result is the same. It's the same coin. It's heads or tails. It don't matter. It's the same coin. How about that? And here's a little video sequence of our fantastic psychopath and how he just loves what he's doing. And you can see on his body language, this guy is not right. And me listening to a guy like that, who is exuding insanity beyond your imagination. Over and out.
We're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
Gates' business strategies came under fire in 1998 when the United States Department of Justice sued Microsoft for antitrust violations.
This is tape 3 of the videotape deposition of Bill Gates on September.
During the 18-month trial, Gates gave hours of videotape testimony.
What were the non-Microsoft browsers that you were concerned about in January of 1996?
That month.
Yes, sir.
And what about it?
What non-Microsoft browsers were you concerned about in January of 1996?
I don't know what you mean concerned.
What is it about the word concerned that you don't understand?
I'm not sure what you mean by it.
The Justice Department has charged Microsoft with engaging in anti-competitive and exclusionary practices designed to maintain its monopoly in personal computer operating systems.